Fashion News Live. I have naturally curly hair. What products can I use to define my curls?
The product you should use in your hair to define your curl is a soft sculpting gel that will actually define the curl and moisturize it at the same time. So now let me take you and demonstrate with my model today, Heather, and we can show you how that's done. Now what I'd like to do is demonstrate for you what products you should use while shampooing your hair that you can define the curls and get the most moisture out of that for you. So let's come back to the back and we'll do that. Shampoo that you should use in the hair is a very moisturizing shampoo. What you want to do is make sure you lock the moisture in the hair so you'll actually get a much defined curl and it'll be much better in your end result. When choosing a conditioner, I think it's really important when you have curly hair to make sure you use a conditioner that's very moisturizing and has a smoothing effect to it as well. That way it'll actually define your curl much better and leave you with no frizz. When using your conditioner, you want to make sure that you run it through your hair from root to end. Sometimes people want to use a conditioner that will actually weigh their hair down depending on how curly it is, and other times you want to make sure you use a conditioner that doesn't weigh the hair down if you want more volume. Just make sure you use it and choose accordingly. When towel drying your hair, you want to make sure that you actually go in and scrunch the curl and not rub it. By scrunching the curl, you're actually going to define those curls and not end up with a fuzzy texture. What I like to use to detangle the hair is a pick. You run it through, it'll take all the tangles away but leave you with no fuzz. What I like to use is a soft sculpting gel to define the curl. So what I'm going to do is actually run that through her hair and show you how I use it. Put a little bit in my hand and go through and scrunch it into the hair from root to ends. After you do that, what you want to use is a diffuser. The diffuser is going to take and define all the curls for you without it ending up with a big ball of fuzz on your heads. What you want to do is you want to make sure what side you wear your hair and actually part it the way that you want to wear it. Do you wear it this way or the other way?
Either way.
Either way works. So I go through and scrunch it all the way through the hair, getting all those curls to stand out for you. And then I take a diffuser and make sure that the diffuser here has teeth in it so you can actually set the hair inside and allow the hair to curl around each one. That way you're going to get no separation of curl. What I end up doing is I'll end up coming through and lifting the hair and setting it inside the blow dryer and lift at the root area a little bit as you blow dry. That's going to give you volume at the root area and also give you a lot of separation of curl and definition. When you're drying the hair, you want to make sure that you don't move it too much inside there or you're going to end up with separation of curl. As you can see, I'm lifting it up, putting the dryer in there and allowing all the ends to get dry first. And then I will go back and actually use the top and lift it and show you how you can get the height. You can either go upside down to get the height or you can actually lift it up and get the height that way. The reason I pre-section the hair in the direction that you wear it is so you'll have the style going the direction that you want it. So what I like to demonstrate is to give some height around the front. You want to go in and pull your fingers forward a little bit and then blow dry. By doing this, you're going to get a fuller and height in the front of the hair so you get the style going the direction that you want it. Once you achieve the height that you want and the direction that you want it to go, you want to go to the other side and do the same. After that, then I'll flip her head upside down and we'll get the height on the top. Once you have your head upside down, what you want to do is lift it up at the root area and do the same as the back. Now what you like to do is flip your head back over. Go ahead. And you can notice that we have a lot more volume at your root area. What I like to do is go back in and find where your part is and give a little more of a lift so that way you have the separation where you want it to go and the direction that you want it to go into and define that curl. Now after you get done diffusing the hair, it's really important that you go back through and use a soft sculpting hairspray, just a very soft hairspray that's a non-aerosol. And what that's going to do is add a little moisture to there and help define each curl. So you want to scrunch it and spray at the same time. So I'm spraying this, lifting up a little bit and scrunching it through those ends. That way you get those curls back and defined a lot better and a lot easier. This is where you can actually go through and use your fingers and separate the curl a little bit to pull the style together wherever you want it to lay or wherever you want it to come out. If it's too curly on one side, pull it down. If it's not curly enough, lift it up at the root area. Whatever you like. You can kind of use your fingers as a rake to calm it down. If you don't want your hair too big, use your fingers as a rake, and that'll help calm the top down, but yet keep your curls and keep the definition in your curl. Now what I like to do is cut to the before and after picture so you can see the difference. So I hope the information that we gave you today can help you with your natural curly hair at home. That will conclude our segment and our beauty tip for naturally curly hair.